Hello again. Just hit my fingers on the roof. I'm back with another book. This is The Forgotten Tale, Beneath a Perilous Veil. Once again, cover art, chef's kiss. But this book is where the heroes of the journey, where things get a little more real, is the best way I know how to put it. Where it stops being about just battles here and there and like, oh, we're the canonically impossible to beat heroes. No. Now, granted, it's not like that all the way through. I'm just kind of speaking on general tropes. But the harshness, the true volatility of evil in this world starts to shine through in this book, and it shows. It shows that sometimes bad things are going to happen, and they're not going to be able to stop it. And I kind of like that thought. Maybe I'm a cynic. I don't know. But I kind of like when stuff is more... gruesome isn't the right word, but where stuff is more not sunshine and rainbows. I like darker themes, and I truly enjoy seeing heroes attempt to overcome failures, and I feel like this book is where that starts to shine. Not only that, but this book is where you really learn a lot more about some of the characters that are in it. As I've said before, some of the characters in these stories, they're very forthcoming about their history and their personalities, their past, and some are not. That starts to unravel a little bit more in this one. The more shelled, the more shut-in heroes are a little more forthcoming with one another. And another thing that I really enjoy about this is if you think about it in Dungeons and Dragons standards, right? The alignment of some of the characters begins to shift. And I'm not going to say who, and I'm not going to say when or why. But you start to see maybe some characters that are usually more happy-go-lucky be less. You know, some characters that are usually very on-the-nose good, maybe they're starting to drift a little more towards unhinged, a little more of a loose cannon. Or maybe some characters that are super selfish and self-righteous start to show some compassion due to events that unfold. You know, it starts happening a lot more prevalently in this book. Just as I'm sure you've heard in the last two videos that I've done like this, each one gets better than the last. And I feel like this one is better than the last one in the series. It is a great ride to see how they tackle these obstacles. And not only that, but arguably the single most grandiose fight I have ever put together is in this book. It is long. But it makes sense once you read it. So if you like to continue, if you like mystery, because there's always mystery the whole time they're trying to figure out who the big bad is. They're trying to discover the source of this evil. So if you like mystery, combat, deep and enveloping characters, this is where you'll find it. And I do advise to read this series in order. You can just pick one up and enjoy it start to finish, for sure. But the events that unfold and the development of the characters won't hit as heavy if you weren't there from the beginning of the ride. So while I feel like they get better, I'd still definitely advise starting at the beginning, because that book, in my opinion, is still a great book. Obviously, my opinion is probably a little biased, but I say do it. So, one more time, this is The Forgotten Tale, Beneath a Perilous Veil. Artwork by, I'm probably going to butcher the name. I think it's Becca Chipchiurti. I know that's the screen name. How you pronounce it could be wrong, but he does the artwork. He does great artwork. So yeah, until next time, the 11th book that I will ever publish, and the 4th book in this series. It's coming very soon. I'm done writing it, and I'm like maybe 25% done with the edits. So we're getting there. I'm excited because that one I'm so pumped. It's such a good book. It's short, but it's really good. So until then, y'all have a good one.